What are the pros and cons of living in San Leandro, California? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today, and we're going to be starting right now. Hey everyone, I'm Casey Serafino-Lee, and I am a local realtor here in the East Bay. What makes me able to talk about San Leandro? Well, I was raised here and I know so much about it. If this is your first time here to my channel, thanks for joining me. Consider clicking the subscription button below and the notification bell too. When people think of San Leandro, they often think about the San Leandro Marina, where there are boat docks to go out on the bay. There are golf courses next door. There is that famous 1 mile walk path with the exercise machines on the path. Yes, but San Leandro has so much more to offer. So let's start with the 5 pros of San Leandro, and then we'll get to the 5 cons after. The number 1 pro is that there are so many parks, including the marina. There are dog parks, parks for children, parks for hiking, parks for going to the water, parks for just hanging out. If there is something to do outside, San Leandro almost always has a park for it. Do you want to play basketball, baseball, soccer, or even disc golf? What's disc golf, you ask? Well, it's kind of like golf, but you have to throw a frisbee. Honestly, I've been to Chabot Park in San Leandro, where this is, and I saw these. You basically throw a frisbee at the target, which is a wire basket, and the person with the fewest throws wins. Easy peasy, right? Well, yeah, I'll let you know after I try it. Pro number 2 is the affordable housing. They have a good mix of quaint old neighborhoods, new builds, and 1950 era homes. Now, many people won't think that the Bay Area is actually considered affordable, but for those that have lived here, the East Bay is the affordable side of the Bay. Of course, as you go south towards Fremont and San Jose, it tends to get pricier. But the thing that I love about San Leandro is if you want any type of house, almost, they have it here. We have craftsman homes, Victorian homes, 1950 ramblers, shotgun style houses, duplexes, and there is a myriad of styles and ages out there. If you want a newer build, San Leandro has those too. Now, the average price on the peninsula is probably about 1.5 times over the prices that they are in San Leandro. Pro number 3, the weather. Are you looking for mild temperatures, maybe some rain in the winter, no snow, except for maybe once every decade or 2? Maybe you're looking for temperatures that occasionally reach into the 90s and are rarely in the hundreds? Then San Leandro is your town. The thing that I love about San Leandro is that in the afternoon, because it is a city by the bay, there is almost always a western wind off the bay to cool you in the day. Hey, I rhymed and I didn't even mean to. Pro number 4 is community events. The city and other businesses host community events. The city has each year a cherry festival at the beginning of the summer. They have a Christmas tree that they light up downtown and they make it into a huge event. They also have a great list of classes that they offer for children and teens and adults and seniors. And they can be in exercise, sports, arts and crafts, swimming, and so much more. And let me tell you that I've heard that they have bus trips for the seniors to go to Reno to gamble. I'm going to be looking forward to that one day. Although that one day it's going to be pretty distant in the future, if you get my drift. They offer so much for you to get to know other people in the community. Number 5 pro is jobs. If you work at Kaiser Permanente or the San Leandro School District and you live in San Leandro, then awesome, you have a short commute. These are San Leandro's 2 largest employers. There are certainly other employers, and there is a good deal of retail and restaurants and industrial and commercial happenings here in San Leandro. However, let's be honest that many of the jobs are in San Francisco and Silicon Valley. San Leandro has 2 BART stations to get you to those places. Let's start to the cons of San Leandro. But first, did you have a chance to subscribe to my channel and like this video? Now, the cons of San Leandro. The first con is going to piggyback on pro number 5. It's the jobs in the area. I touched on that many people live in San Leandro and then they commute to their jobs. This adds time on BART or in your car commuting to San Francisco or to Silicon Valley to the south. Why? Well, jobs that typically are in Silicon Valley and San Francisco are usually higher paying and in the tech-based industry, which we're famous for here. Number 2 con is the homeless people. Honestly, this is really something I dislike talking about. I don't want to bring up a topic that has to do with people in their time of need or when they're down. I hate that I have to make this a con in the video, but I have to be honest with you, and I was a Boy Scout mom after all. There are homeless people in San Leandro. For some people, it makes them feel unsafe, but honestly, I've never had a problem with them. Number 3 con is that there isn't a lot of nightlife in San Leandro. And I don't just mean the raccoons getting into the garbage at night. But if you think that you're going to go to a bunch of clubs and to go bar hopping, then you're going to be disappointed. There are bars, but they aren't close together like in San Francisco where you can walk from one to another. San Leandro is a little bit more of what we call a bedroom community. So, hello, to me, that means that the community shuts down or starts to settle in when it's time for bed. But the question is, whose bedtime? Con number 4 is that the city of San Leandro's lines for schools and the city-county lines are a little wacky. So let's say that you decide to buy a house in San Leandro. Will your child automatically go to a San Leandro school? Nope. There are areas of San Leandro, for example, let's say parts of the Washington Manor neighborhood that go to the San Lorenzo schools. There's a neighborhood in the hills of San Leandro that attend the Castro Valley schools. To compound this, there's an area of San Leandro that's called Ashland. It's actually not a part of San Leandro, although it has a San Leandro address, but it's part of unincorporated Alameda County. So how does it affect those homes? Well, in a few ways. They have policing by the Alameda County Sheriff's Department rather than the San Leandro Police. There's not a mayor in this area. They have county supervisors, and there are a few fiscal impacts on property taxes and city and county transfer taxes. And the final and number 5 con is that people feel that San Leandro can use a little bit more of a pick-me-up. They want a little bit more road repairs and sidewalk repairs, and they want a little bit more updates around the city. But let me be honest, part of the charm of downtown San Leandro is the older homes and the businesses. I think generally what people are talking about is cleaning up the city a little bit more and a little bit more maintenance. So of course, these are my personal opinions and people that I talk to, their opinions also. My experience is from growing up in San Leandro, and I'm continually in the city on a day-to-day basis. Are you thinking of moving to San Leandro or any other East Bay town? If so, call me, text me, send me an email, and if you have carrier pigeons, send those. I would love to guide you through the process of buying a home here. If you would like more information about buying or selling in the East Bay, I have some wonderful resources in the description below. My team and I, we live right here in the East Bay. We live here, we work here, and we love it here. And we want you to love where you live too. If you like this video, you might like this video or this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel here. Crispy. There are San Leandro.